Hi everyone, I'm JC and I live in Italy. This is my introduction video. I've never made a video before, and especially not for YouTube. So this is all new to me. Why I'm making this video? I want to start a hobby. Something that can be done indoors. I live in a small apartment. The space I've got to work on is this table here, it's my dining room table. It's enough. It's enough space on here. As a starting project, I bought a couple of electronic kits, soldering kits. So it would be something like this. This is an FM radio. You get it in complete kit form, and it's quite presentable. It works well. There is a small hiccup with it, but perhaps later on we can investigate and see where I messed up. I obviously made a mistake. Yeah, these kits come in bags like this. And inside the kit, I hope you can see this. Maybe put another light here. Maybe that's better. So it comes with a PC board like this. Now on this one you'll see I've already put a few things on here. But we'll talk about that later. This is a problem. And the kit comes, it's kit form. This is the form, this is it. Absolutely kit form. So there are various parts here scattered all over the table. Now, I hope maybe it wasn't the brightest thing to do. I will put it back in a box. But this was the first one to make. I will show you a video of what it looks like when it's operating, and show you what the problem is with this one, and then perhaps we can investigate later on, take it apart and see what I've done wrong. Okay, so this was my first attempt. This is the FM radio. It is nicely displayed in acrylic casing. It is working. There is one fault with it, which I'll show to you shortly. You will see. It has this row of LED lights on the top. It lights up when the volume, when I turn the volume up, and you can switch it off. This button switches it off. This button switches it on. This is to tune the radio, and these two are for the volume. Other than that, it's quite a basic, and well, it took me best of 2 days to assemble this, but it was my first project. So I'm going to switch it on like that, and you can see you get your display, exactly what's happening, and you can tune it in short segments, or you can long press it and then it will find the next channel. Alright, I'm going to turn on, let's just see, look at the volume. The volume is 0. If I press 1, then the volume comes up a little bit. But if I press 0, then it should be 0. So I imagine what I've done wrong was, there must be something touching somewhere. I'll have to open it and have a look where the fault is. So you've seen that there is an issue with the volume, that it doesn't go to 0 when you select 0. So I imagine there is something connecting, something's touching somewhere. So let's just remove the covers of this thing and have a closer look at it. Now I imagine that something went wrong when I soldered it. It can be very small amount of soldering that's touching. My soldering is not the best. It's my first time I ever do soldering like this. So yeah, anything is possible here. Let's just have a look at it. When I take it apart, it's quite easy to get apart, and it's fairly easy to put it back together again as well. So let's just have a look. Take the front face off as well. It was quite a pleasure building this. It took me 2 days, but obviously not 2 full days, probably a few hours a day, maybe 3 hours a day, something like that. And I'm sure if I didn't have to figure out the basics, I would have done it quicker. But at the time, which was like this week still, I didn't really know anything about electronics. So let me just get the magnifying glass closer and see if we can, let's see if I can show you where we are with this. Okay, right. So I'm gonna have, I don't know if that's really helping. Look at these ones here. These guys here. These are the pins that are connecting the display from the motherboard. And I'm going to remove that just by pulling it out. Now this bit of it comes pre-assembled. You don't do anything to it. What you have to do to this is basically install the pins. And I don't see any problem with the pins here. They don't look as if they are overlapping or touching or anything like that. So my soldering is I won't give me any points on this soldering. It's not good. Okay, let's put that one side and then let's look at where the switch is. Now this is where the switch is for that. Oh, where am I? Over here. Can you see me now? How about that? There you go. Okay, so it would be in this area where I believe this is where the volume switches are. This one and this one. And I may have to look closer to this area here. So I will now have a closer look and see if I can spot a problem. Okay, let's try again. Let's plug it in, see what happens. Okay, so it looks like we have exactly the same problem. So we are at 2, 1, 0, and that's 0. That's weird. I don't know what that. But maybe these are, wow, they are from China. But maybe it's just how they are. If there's anyone out there with information or maybe tried this before, tell me if that's normal. Maybe that is normal. I would expect it when it says 0 that to be on 0, but 0 is merely a number. So yeah, let's carry on. I'm going to put this one away, and hopefully there's someone who can give me some advice on this. And once again, it's my first time I'm doing this. I've never done a YouTube video. I've never done electronic soldering or anything. The fact that it actually plays music to me is already a miracle. It doesn't look good. My soldering looks a bit, it needs more training, but it works. That's okay. So let's see if someone have any information for me on that. If it's supposed to be like that, I don't know. But anyway, to get back to my point is this video is about hobbies. I'd like to try a few hobbies. I've done some in the past. Some of them were more expensive than others, But I want to do this on a basis that I can do it in a small space like I am now. And the next project can be anything. Depends what I find. I already have a few lined up here that I can do. So they are all electronics. Whatever I'm going to do, it doesn't have to be electronics. It can be anything. I have a book that I received when I was about 10 years old. It's about DIY more than hobbies, but the principles are the same. It's about air chimes, putting windows, telephone alarms, remote control aircraft, hovercraft, woodworking projects, things like that. So I have tried some of it, not exactly the ones in the book, but what I could do at the time. One day I'll go and find that book and I'll show you. You don't need a lot of new tools, fancy tools to do this, but there are a few things that you need that is basic that I discovered. When I started, I messed up because I soldered it in the wrong sequence. I thought, okay, you get a lot of parts like this and you want to eliminate. Well, what I had in my head was to eliminate, take the big things out, and then there's more space to see the small things. So I started immediately putting the big components on, and they were easy because you can easily see where they go. But then I kind of boxed myself in because I ran out of space. And when I then started putting resistors and things like that in, I started touching things with wrought iron that don't need touching. So that was a bit tricky, but yeah, so one lesson learned there. But I got there in the end. I'm mentioning this because I don't know much, but maybe there's another person like me who didn't know it, and then at least that gives that person a little bit of help. Okay, so once I finished the radio, I was happy, and I moved on to the next project. And what I wanted to build was a VHF radio. It's still in kit form, it's over here. Put some light on it, maybe that helps a little bit. So that's a piece of board for the VHF radio receiver, and all the little parts that we need. Now, I picked up a problem with this because I immediately started, okay, let's do the resistors first because they are the smallest items. And I did already the resistors, but I realized that there was some of them that was not on my list. Although there was no part list that came with it, all I got with it was this diagram. The diagram and nothing else. So I worked according to the diagram, worked out where the resistors go, and then started counting them out and say, okay, good, I've got so many of these, and that's where they're supposed to go, and then put them there. But I soon realized that I am short of the one, and then there was one mystery one I couldn't find a place for. Anyway, I Googled, went on the web, found another diagram that's exactly the same as this, but it seems to have been updated. So there is problems. I don't know if I should carry on with this. I think this is probably going to be a waste of time in the end, because all I have in this kit are 3 of these rotary switches that you can make selections, but you don't have a digital display, so you'll never know on which frequency you are. Okay, so I've got these 4 kits where I can proceed with. I can do any of them or all of them. On this side it is I believe a stereo Bluetooth speaker. Over here I have a calculator, and this one is a door alarm with motion sensors, and this one would be something like a kitchen timer or a stopwatch, something like that. Any one of these, I'm not sure which one I'm going to start with. These kits are, I think they're from the same supplier as where the radio came from. at least this one and this one and this one. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, I think they're all from the same supplier. So there shouldn't be issues with them. Let's see how we get on with that. So what do I do? I've got a few questions. Do I continue with this VHF radio receiver? Like I said, if I can get one with digital display, that'd be great. I'll give this one up for spare parts, no problem. And which one of these 4 kits do I continue with? If you have any preferences, if anyone had any experience before with these, I'm sure they're all easy. It's just a soldering practice, isn't it? But it gives me a lot of satisfaction when the thing actually works. So please let me know in the comments which one I should go for next, and that would be the next video. Thank you so much for watching, I appreciate it.